Alright, hello everybody, welcome. No, I guess this is Beyond No Reason content. I was going to say no Beyond No Reason today, but important changes coming your way to the commander. So basically, there was an update, or I saw it this morning. It might have been from yesterday. Either way, you can look at it on the Discord or on the website where I am now. So essentially, this is a commander update plus some other fun things. But the update is essentially making your commander stronger, or it's supposed to make the game more strategic, which is what they say here, more in line with the pace of the strategic game. So it's kind of to prevent stuff like kind of cheesing a commander with like a swarm of pawns or things like that, or doing comm bombs, other things like that, or even sacrificing your commander for metal in the early game, which I actually would disagree with them on some points, but we'll get through that after the changes. So, as you probably read, these are the summary of changes. So, commanders are now immune to degun, so no more degun shenanigans where, like, you degun someone's commander and then yours dies. It's just out of play. I'm not entirely sure what happens if, like, a commander walks in the line of a stray degun shot. I'm assuming nothing happens. Commanders also have increased HP, so it goes from 3,350 for both commanders, Armada or Cortex, to 4,000. So it's not updated on the website yet, but you can see their health will increase a little bit. That's about the health increase of 2 pawns, or a little bit more than 2 grunts, if that helps you visualize that change. Death explosions do less damage, so again, comm bombs are going to be less effective. They're still going to be a strategy, but not exactly as effective as it used to be, and it's also more difficult to kill an enemy commander this way. So it's also possible for your commander to survive killing an enemy commander, so the caveat is only if your commander is like a laser's length away. Like, if they're at the maximum of their range, they're probably going to survive unless they're damaged. So if we look down here, refined blast mechanics, the way they change this is essentially the blast does more damage at the center, and it'll do less on the outside of that radius. So if your commander's on the outside, it should be fine unless it's extremely damaged. They also removed passive HP regeneration during combat. This was a strange one to me. So this makes it more in line with every other unit in the game, which makes sense, but I feel like if their goal was to make the game more strategic, less high risk, high reward situations, with like more longer term situations, and reducing the volatility of the commander, I don't really get reducing the passive HP regeneration. Now they do say down here, where is it? Streamline numbers. So apparently there's some hidden mechanics, which I actually didn't know about, to counterbalance the Frankenstein of a commander. So it was basically laser towers, some static defenses are going to be doing more damage to a commander I'm assuming because of healing and stuff like that. So they compensated by increasing its health, which I don't really think this is enough of a health increase to outweigh your regeneration effect. But that's just me, because especially in the early game, we have pawns and grunts and ticks doing pretty low amounts of damage, laser towers doing low amounts of damage. That regeneration can add up to a lot. Whereas just the health increase, I don't know. I don't see that as effective. I think the health increase is more effective later on in the game, where things are going to be doing more damage, and this regeneration isn't going to come into play because your commander either survives the initial encounter or they're dead. By the way, also the rec metal value is reduced, so killing your commander in the early game in like team games to get metal isn't going to be as valuable of a play, which I think is kind of sad, because I really think that was actually in a pretty good spot. So for team games, you could have your eco player in the back or your air player in the back, sacrifice your commander early, get like a head start in the eco boost, but now that's not a thing anymore. Either way. So overall, I would say kind of middling changes. I don't think it makes the game worse. I don't think it makes the game a whole lot better, and I think overall the changes are pretty slight. Like maybe if you're just coming to the game, you might not really even notice, except for the degun thing. By the way, yeah, so let me know what you think about the changes down in the comments below. Also, extra, this is with a new season, so this is essentially making Beyond No Reason kind of have like a more streamlined ranked feature where there are seasons in the game, and you're not going to have like a bunch of balances, like balance patches and stuff in the middle of the season. Now, the only thing they said on Discord was there won't be any balance patches during the season. I'm assuming that means like content updates as well. But I'm sure bug fixes and stuff like that will still come through during the season stuff. I'm not entirely sure how long seasons are supposed to last. Again, this is season 0. I'm assuming this is like the test season, see how things are gonna, shake up with it. But hopefully it's a good decision. I am in support of it. I think it makes sense. But either way, yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching. Again, let me know. And also, if you have your own replays, games you've been playing, send them to me. Discord, email. They're both in the description of the channel and the video. Adios.